All right, everybody, welcome. How's everyone doing? Yes, we are just waiting one more minute here just so everybody can join us, and we are just about to start, okay? Okay, I think we have a quorum here. So, yes, so let's start. Welcome, everybody. Um, this is our webinar on integrations on how to power up your website. Before we start, just a couple logistics. So you can use the chat to ask questions. Okay, we can answer the questions as we go along, or we can also have a time in the end of the webinar to answer everything. Okay, so let's start. Today James is not here with us. I have with me Larissa. She's part of our marketing team now. Hello, Larissa. How are you?
Hi, thanks for having me. Hi, everyone.
Okay, great. Yes, so we have still already the first webinar for next year, and we will have a list with much more topics to discuss. So the first one will be on the 8th of January, Marketing Essentials to Grow Your Website. So make sure you go to eDirectory.com/webinars and make your registration. And for those of you who don't know, or if you are new here, a directory is a platform for online directories and membership type of websites. Uh, it fits any kind of industry or niche that you can think of. It's highly customizable. You can drag and drop, no code. You don't have to be an expert or anything. A directory is pretty much super easy to use. You can build blocks. You can launch your website in one day. It's super easy to use. You can also create native apps for both Android and iPhone, publishing on each store. And it comes with SEO optimization out of the box, and you can purchase the source license as well. Or if you want to, you can just subscribe and pay monthly. So yes, if you want to schedule a private demo, go to directory.com and schedule a demo. And today we're going to talk about integrations to power up your site. So eDirectory has a vast array of built-in features, hundreds of features that are essential for managing your website and enhancing the experience for your visitors and for your sponsors as well. So, for example, we have widgets for almost every scenario. By widgets, uh, ready-to-use blocks of content that you can use to highlight categories, highlight listings, highlight events. You can also implement custom codes from external tools like we are going to do today. You have also a very comprehensive area for members as well. So each one of your sponsors will have a dashboard that they can use. Also, the visitors, they can have a dashboard as well. It's super easy to sign up for. So if you want to monetize your website directory, it's super easy to use. It has features for everything like bundling options if you want to sell multiple listings or events or banner ads, for example. A lot of membership features as well, such as, for example, content that is members only, for example, billing reminders, email blasts, and so much more. So why to use external tools then if we have all of these options available? So some people build websites using a variety of platforms and tools, but developing and maintaining custom features for every requirement is time-consuming and inefficient. So sometimes you have, for example, specific fields or specific niches that will make use of a feature that it directly doesn't have, but that don't mean that you cannot use it inside your eDirect website, either by importing from external tool or customizing with our own in-house custom team. Okay, so yeah, so for example, you have very specific widgets or very specific tools that are made for third-party software companies that are dedicated to do only that, for example, which is not our expertise. Okay, but of course, as I said, you can integrate these tools as well on your eDirectory website. A few of useful integrations that are actually that can make your website better. For example, you have the cookie consent banners for GDPR compliance, content sharing features, accessibility tools for people with disabilities, booking engines, weather widgets, external feeds, for example, landing pages, CTAs, custom CRMs, tracking systems, you name it. You can integrate everything inside eDirectory, just to name a few of the options that are available. Now it comes to the part of how we could integrate these custom, let's say, features or widgets into our directory website. So we have four main ways to do that. The first one would be using the widget, the custom content widget. This is a widget that is available on your home page, on your custom pages inside the page editor. I will show you how to do this later on in the demonstration. The second one would be the HTML plugin editor plugin, which is a separate plugin that you can purchase, and it will give you the power of implementing this. I think you can see my mouse here, so you can actually insert codes inside your listing or your event details, for example. So it's a very powerful plugin that lets you, for advertisers, that lets you pretty much make whatever you want in terms of design and functionality inside your listings or events or classifieds. You have the Google Tag Manager integration. So if you don't know, the Google Tag Manager is a free tool from Google that simplifies the process of adding and managing external scripts. By scripts, I mean lines of code. With Google Tag Manager, you only need to place one container ID into your directory website. I can show you how to do that as well. And from there, you can manage all additional tools and tags through the Google's interface. Okay, we have a few guides. We have another webinar on how to do this as well. I can definitely put the link on the blog post for the recording of this webinar. Okay. And another one would be the customization. As I said, at eDirectory, we have an in-house custom team that can make pretty much whatever you want. They are rate, they are time-based. So you can purchase blocks of hours and we can deliver the custom that you need only for your website, for example, and you can pay it by hours, okay? So that's all the ways we can implement external tools inside eDirectory. Yeah, so let me pull my demo website right now. Do you have any questions so far? I think not. Okay. So by starts, I'd like to show you this website right here. It is called elfsite.com. This is a website that offers different types of widgets and features to enhance any kind of website. For this presentation, I will use a few. I selected, for example, one weather widget, one chat widget, and one booking table booking system for one of my listings. Okay, so just type in elfsite.com. It will be listed on our blog post tomorrow as well. And yes, so let's go to my demo site right here. Still loading. Okay. Yeah, so this is the demo site that we always use. It's a demo that we made to emulate a local search site, in this case, for the city of Miami. Okay. So yes, we have some kind of Christmas design decoration here just to make it fun. And yes, so for example, I have here the widget for the weather in Miami only. And as you can see here, I also have the chat widget here. Of course, it's not connected to anything. It's just for demonstration, but you can, for example, add your Facebook contact here, your Messenger account, your line-in account, your WhatsApp number. So we have like these two. widgets, and it's super easy to implement. For example, let me give you, okay, I didn't like the design of this little weather widget here, but I do like the design of the chat, for example. It works pretty well. See, just click if you need help, will pop here, the message. So let's go and change the weather widget here. So I will go back to Elf site. Here I have my accounts. Let me click on the weather here. And this website will offer like, I don't know, like dozens or hundreds of different widgets that we can install. Much more useful than the weather one, but but the method of implementation is always the same. So for example, let me go to style and I want a different design for this widget. You can just, just go ahead and select here which ones that you think that would be better suited for your website. Let me, yes, okay, I will take this one. I will click publish. So it will load. Okay. So, right. How do we install this new widget on our website? You see that once I clicked install, the website gave me this line of code right here. Okay. Oh, the site is called elf, like elfsite.com. So I would just copy this line of code. This is what we call the snippet of code. It's just a line of code that will communicate back to the widget here on Elf site. And to install it, I'm going to my dashboard. I'll go to the page editor. Let me just refresh the page. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to the home page inside the page editor. I'll click edit. And this is the custom content widget that I've mentioned. This is one of the methods that we can um, implement third-party features in any page of your eDirectory website, for example, how to implement that. Okay, I want to insert, just hover my mouse just below the search box. I will click on the plus button. It will open the gallery of widgets. Just scroll down until you see the custom content widget right here. I will go ahead and click on that. It will generate the widget right here. I will click on the edit button here, the little pencil. Custom content, yes, that's what I want. I will click on the source, which will understand the line of code that I'm pasting here. And I will click save. That's it. So the weather widget is already implemented. But yeah, let's say I want to implement a widget that is, for example, for the entire page, not only focused here. Let me update. Of course, the design won't be the best, but it's just to show you how you can do this. You can go ahead and delete the widget and change for another one that is more useful. I just want to show you how to implement this. So yeah. Oh, let me save the page. I think I forgot to save the page. All right, saved. Let's go ahead to the homepage of the website. Yes, so we have the new design, the new widget here just appeared right where I wanted, which was below the search bar. But yeah, I don't like the design, so I will just delete this. I will go back to the dashboard. The custom content, I will hit delete, and it's gone. But I like, as I said, I really like the chat tool, but I don't want it to be placed anywhere inside. I mean, I don't want it to appear here on the page. I want it to appear as a whole. So what you can do is you will click here where it says show SEO and advanced options, and I will paste my snippet here. Just copy and paste. Super easy. Then I'll just save. And this will add a tag on the page header. For example, if you want to track this page with another, I don't know, external tool such as Hotjar or any other website that can record the screen or monitor where users are clicking and hovering the mouse, you can just use this field right here to do that in the entire page. Okay, so I'll go back to my home page here. Let's refresh it. And here we go. I deleted the weather widget, which was, now it looks much better in my opinion, but I kept the chat widget here working just fine. Okay. So yeah, super easy. Just copy and paste inside a custom widget tool, the custom content widget, and you're ready to go. Okay. Do you have any questions? Before I go to the next demonstration here. Um, what is the address for the website? Larissa just pasted here. Another one is this ELF widget provider for free. Also, does it consume bandwidth from hosted plans? I mean, the widgets that you just saw are free, but you have, for example, paid ones that don't come with any branding from the elfsite.com. So you will be free from ads, for example. So you can use premium features, but these ones that I'm using are free. Okay. Um, and the other one is, yeah, I know that it's tempting to make our websites, full of everything full of any widget that we think that might be useful for our clients or for our visitors. But they don't consume bandwidth, but they do make your website run slower. Okay, so a fast website is one of the keys to always be better ranking on Google than other websites. So no, just use the widgets that are really that you think that will really improve your website. Okay, don't throw things that that look cool, but they will drag your speed down. Okay, so since we are here on the homepage, I will show you another one that is very interesting, which will be the booking for restaurants. I will use our listing here. This is just a Mexican restaurant listing that we created. And this listing has, I mean, it's full of features. For example, you have the ratings, you have phone numbers, the contact us, plugins. So it's a very rich listing. And here's what I wanted to show you. So I have this third-party widget that comes from opentable.com. So this is something that, for example, you can use on your sponsors if they have, I don't know, like bed and breakfast, small restaurants, or like clinics or dentists or anything that needs some kind of appointment scheduling system. You can use this to make your website smarter and offer something that differentiates you from the competition. So yeah, so you can see it's pretty useful. You just click the button here, find a table, and for this, it would, for example, the restaurant to have, of course, a account in this open table website. Okay, so they can communicate with each other. So that's a pretty smart way to use it. This one was inserted. It was placed here using a similar method to the custom content widget. But inside, we create inside the listing template editor, which is one of the eDirectory's most powerful features. How do you do that? Well, let's go back to our dashboard. So I'm going to content, listings. So assume you went to opentable.com, same as Elfsite, and then you register your account there. Let's say one of your sponsors wanted to do this, and then you register your account there, and then you're generated a little snippet of code, same thing as the weather and the chat widget that I just showed you. And how do you implement that in your website? So it's two steps. One, creating the listing template widget, and the other one for the listing itself. So let's go ahead and go to the listing templates. You will see that I have a lot of listing templates. We have a webinar dedicated just for this feature, very powerful feature. I will go to the one that I'm using with the restaurant. This one. So this is a custom template that I created. And you will see, for example, I have a tab here called Book a Table. You can create a tab, name it Book a Table, and I created a description field right here. So if I click Edit, you will see that it's in this on the same side. So I created this field and I labeled it as paste your open table reservation code here. I am talking now to my sponsor as a site manager. Okay, so my sponsor, let's say they have a restaurant or pizza place or anything like that that takes reservation. This is how they will implement their own system, okay? So you click save, and then you will save this field right here. You will see that this is a representation of this. So you have the about, the description, and then you have the widget for the find a table here. It's the same thing. So this is the about you, about the business, and this is the widget. Okay. So let's go back to the listing. Let's see if I can find it here easily. I think it's better to search a little bit. Let's search it. Yes, so I have the listing here. Let me open and edit. So you remember that the template that it's using, that this listing is using, is the restaurant listing with the marketplace widget. You can select the listing template here on the top of the listing edit page, right here. So you can create a different one for any type of niche that you have. And you will see that we have the fields here, like locations, social network, features, and then I have the field that I've created as typing a reservation link. This is my link right here. I just pasted here, click save, and the result will be this. So super, it's easy to do. I mean, it's really 3 steps to do this. So just give it a try. If you have any doubts, you can talk to us again, send an email or ask, and we can help you to implement any kind of these third-party widgets with us, okay? Yes, I think that for demonstration is pretty much it. I think we can go back to the questions here. So let's see what we have here. Do you want to add anything, Larissa?
No, just for the question that Brandy sent, if it is possible to add the snippet to the header. Send you an email with more details on that because you can change the widget, the custom to content widget, you can put it above or below, and you can customize it a little bit. So I'm gonna send you further details by email, but that will be all.
Okay, that's it. So yes, you can definitely add. Okay. Let me show you another thing. I was talking about the Google Tag Manager integration. Um, I think you still can see my screen, right? So I'm back here on the dashboard. I will click Settings, General Settings. Oh, sorry, Google Integrations. Oh, got confused there. And here where you can paste your keys for any of these Google services, and the Google Tag Manager is one of them. So yes, we have another webinar or another article. We have actually some articles on how to use Google Tag Manager together with eDirectory. It's super easy. And if you have any questions, you can write to our support and they can help you with this, okay? So yes, so we still have some more time for questions. Anything about the widget or any other curiosity or anything you want to ask? Here's one. I just registered a new hosting plan yesterday. I was wondering if changing classifieds label with products. You can do that. There's no problem. Probably the only thing that will happen is that your URL will be still like this. Let me demonstrate to you. For example, if I go back to my website, let me see if I have any classifieds here. You can call it whatever you want, actually, whatever suits your niche. But what can happen is that our modules, for example, classifieds is a module, listing is another module. They are, let me see if I have any classifieds here. Now this is a listing, pros, future deals. I don't. Let me search using the search box. Okay, but what I mean is that your classifieds, even being called products, they will be featured as classifieds in the URL here. For example, this is a listing, so it goes the absolute coffee inside directory.com/listing. For your products, that would be this applying the same logic. For example, directory.com/classifieds/ the product that you are selling. Okay, but you can definitely use it, no problem. Okay, anyone else? Charlene, during the demonstration, when you forgot to save the page, it brings up a suggestion I've wanted to put forward, a save or leave page pop-up. Yes, that's an idea, Charlene, definitely. Sometimes we forget to save it. Sometimes, but there are other softwares that asks you if you want to go ahead without saving, then you will lose your progress. I understand that. One from Warren, I'm still not understanding your numerical hierarchy of on-page age tags for a listing. The software starts as age 1 and then jumps to age 4. Can this be explained? Yes. For example, here, yes, of course, the age 1 will be the title of the listing. Let's see if I can find. So yes, so this would be an age 4. So that's what I think that you are mentioning, right? I mean, there is no, of course, the idea would be to have an age 2 right here, but these are not something that we can change. So this is the age 1, for example. This is not something that we can change on the front of a directory. Yeah, I don't have an explanation why it is like this, but let me see if I can find the age 2 on the page. Yes, I don't think I will be able to find here. Yeah. But this is not something that we can change on the dashboard, for example. So it's pretty much built in the software. But I mean, don't worry about it. It works just fine. Sometimes we tend to to believe that only when you have like the 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 perfect hierarchy like H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, that SEO would be perfect. But sometimes it doesn't work like that. As long as we have these tags, for example, just changing the hierarchy of the fields, it works just fine as well. And was as Warren mentioned, it would be changed in the code. Yes, this can be changed only in code, but not. Just where do I map the category names to languages? Um, Actually, you have to use a multi-market plugin for that. There's a plugin in our plugin library that allows you to create different content websites inside your directory. For example, let's say you sell for English speaking market and French speaking market for Canada as well. So there is a plugin that you can change the languages and treat your website like two different markets. Okay. You can search the plugins on the eDirectory.com marketplace. William Trevor, why does the category name not stay in the URL if you're visiting listing? This impacts SEO. Yes, let's take an example here. So let me take a restaurant. It will go straight to, I mean, you mean like directory, demodirectory.com/listing/ the name of the place itself, right? Yes, you can actually I think that you can only change this by custom, but you can add the category here. Usually, that doesn't happen because the categories, they can be created and they are not part of the module itself. For example, for the listings, it will consider only the actual listings and not the categories inside of such listing. Um, if I take, for example, let's click on the restaurants category. Yes, then you have all the restaurants inside here, the listing. This is something that you can do on code. I don't think that it's very difficult. I'm not sure if you will need a custom team to do this. I believe so, but the thing is that this category as it is, it ranks on Google as well. So even though for example, the name of the restaurant doesn't appear like this, it doesn't mean that it will not be ranked or indexed by Google. It ranks and it can perform well on both ways, okay? Both for the category and also for the listing itself. But yeah, but I will take note for this suggestion, William. Definitely, I agree with you as well. Okay, guys, I think that's it. So thank you for your presence here today. This is the last webinar of the year, so I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We see each other again on January, okay? Right at the beginning, first week of January, we are back with a lot of news. Things are changing, and we expect to deliver great things on 2025 for the directory community, okay? And so yes, thank you. We have a little survey on the end of the webinar. So if you can please answer that. It's just 2 questions, super fast. And that's it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.